Namaste and welcome to this astrology conversation about Leo. So, Leo traditionally is known to be from July 23rd to August 22nd. And Leo and this energy and archetype is associated with the sun. So, it's about the luminary, the sun, and life-giving energy and shining energy and warmth. It's a quote-unquote fixed sign. I'll do another video soon about how every astrological sign in the Western zodiac can either be cardinal, fixed, or mutable. And when a sign is more fixed, there's a quality of steadfastness, think fixed, even stuck, or stubborn energy, so to speak, and it can show up in different ways. So Leos can be fixated on attention, and as children, sometimes Leo energy requires a lot of acknowledgement and maybe even extra attention, which can lead to self-confidence if given in one's youth as an adult. Now, truly speaking, all of the energies of each quote-unquote sign in the astrological wheel live within us, as us. We have all these energies within us. However, depending upon what your natal birth chart looks like, it might be that Leo is our sun sign, or a moon sign, or a rising sign. Or, if you've heard of this term houses, that Leo energy, you might have heard, is often associated with the 5th house. There are 12 houses, and I'll do another video about this as well. But if you took a mapping or a graph, so to speak, that looks like a pie shape and put it on your birth natal chart, that pie shape would be divided in 12 sections. And one of those sections is associated with the Leo energy. So you might have planets that show up, a lot of planets in this 5th house, even if you don't have any main signs in Leo. So it's interesting to contemplate and get information about your chart or look it up. However, back to Leo. So Leos are incredibly generous in their energy when embodying the high road. And this is part of the evolution of Leo. Leos, when working towards that high road, or not aligned so much with the high road, can be more superficial. They are worried about their hair or their makeup or their outfit, or they just like their hair, makeup, and outfit, and that's important to them, that it's cute and looking good. They often try to source their confidence and acknowledgement from the outside of themselves. And that's where, again, even like the physical fixation doesn't have to be a negative thing. It can be just someone who takes care of their appearance and likes their outfits, and that makes them feel really good, and that is actually an asset, or not. Similarly, sourcing their confidence and their acknowledgement from the world can get the Leo into trouble, and that can be more of like a quote-unquote lower road, where the high road of Leo and really evolvement of Leo energy is learning how to self-acknowledge, pat oneself on the back, realizing that they don't need complete love and affirmation from everyone else around them, but if they really give that to themselves and source all of their self-honoring from inside, then like a torch, fire, or even the sun itself, it shines with such ease and such grace and such confidence and inspires others. So that's part of Leo as well. Something that Leo can really do in the esoteric realm is be incredibly generous. And this notion that in giving, we receive And so this is like the highest spiritual and psychological attainment of Leo energy. Leos can often feel like, oh, I give to you, I choose you, I'm loving you so much. So therefore, you should love me, you should choose me. And sometimes that can get a little tricky. The self-aggrandizement can be dicey for the Leo. However, Leos are very, very generous typically, and really can be such incredible leaders, incredible performers, incredible bosses. They're people who know how to take the stage, and luminaries who literally, like the sun, light up the way for others, are inspirational to others, shining their light, allowing other people to see them and be inspired to do the same. A couple more notes I have here I wanted to share about the Leo. Leos often are very into story, what their story is, themselves in relation to you and everything, and how it relates to them. Everything, how it relates to them. And they can really be offended if you don't take a liking to them. However, if they don't like you, you probably know it. Other things about Leo energy, like the lion or the lioness archetype. I like to think of them. They have the wonderful hairdos and the big hair that they care about. And there's a regalness to them, a confidence to them, an owning of where they are, and a sovereignty. So this archetype can often be associated with the king or queen energy. And again, a great ruler, right, takes care of their people. And so there's a quality of that richness and abundance that they can possess, and then that teaching of and giving to others, right? They take care of the whole and can be really incredible caretakers. They're thinking about what you need, and they think they know what you need. They think they know what you like, and often they can be right, they do. And they can be very, very generous in that way. They can be a little my way is the highway energy. It's my way or the highway. The righteousness, that fire energy can come up for them. And it can be that they can feel insecure. If they're with a partner who's not giving them what they need, they'll tell them. But really, in the end, if they're not sourcing it from themselves, if they're not getting any kind of positive feedback from the world, that can lead to feeling insecure energy. Particularly in teenagehood, that can happen with the Leo energy when they realize, as kids, they want attention and they might demand attention, whether it's positive. If it's not, they might even be fine with a lot of negative attention because at least it's attention. But then their loudness or their effusiveness as kids, if it wasn't received well or honored really, it can really translate into insecurity, which can continue through adulthood. But Leos are very creative, and the childlike spark, if you think of like a little lion cub, the playfulness of the lion or lioness, and that kind of pure childlike wonderment is really so sweet, and so much about the Leo energy, the sense of play, the sense of wonder, the sense of when you're around someone who has that kind of, in yoga it's called a bhuta, the quality of amazement, like the Ralph Waldo Emerson and the Walden Pond people, right? The amazement at the little things in nature and life, and looking at everything as a poem or a story and thinking about it in that way. Really, the narrative of life being interesting and an epic tale And every day, waking up in a Leo in a good mood, turning up the volume, in a good mood. Life is a gift and amazing, and I'm gonna make you the best breakfast, and oh, I love you so much, whatever your name is, because you love me, and going to work and being the sovereign, inspiring people, and so much inspiring and abundant and playful energy is the Leo energy. So I hope you found that helpful, and look out for more of these videos on astrology. Namaste.